Hey guys, welcome back to the Rob Pop YouTube channel, your number one pit stop for all things Eurovision this year. And the last week has been a wild one, but it has taken us to our third confirmed entry of the year, and that comes courtesy of Luxembourg. That's right, on Saturday, Luxembourg held their national final in order to determine who would be representing them in Switzerland this May. And the victor was Laura Thorn with the song Poupée Monte Le Son. And I'm here to react to it today. I haven't seen much about this national selection at all. I don't know if that means good things or bad things. All I do know is that it is somewhat inspired or references a song that Luxembourg entered to 1965 contest, which is 60 years ago. Bronze goals, Poupée de Cire, Poupée de Son. So I'll be interested to see whether this kind of has a 60s feel, whether it's just kind of like mildly influenced or referenced. Either way, very excited that we finally have a third entry. It feels like ages ago since I reacted to Albania, but Eurovision 2025 is truly getting started now. Luxembourg returned last year, and I would say it was a lukewarm, tepid return. It was a decent song, Tally's Fighter, not one that really stuck with me, and not one that I felt showed me where Luxembourg were going to go next. So I'm going to be interested to see how their return kind of develops with this, especially seeming that we've got a song not in English as well. So intrigued? Yes, I am. But before we do begin, as ever, it would be great to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm gaining a lovely little following over here on this channel, and I would love to see that continue all the way through to May, because I have so much more coming. Give this video a like if you do enjoy what you're watching, and hit that bell if you want notifications every time I upload a video, because there is so much more reacting to do. We are really just getting started, I promise. So with many more entries on the way, let's waste no more time. This is Laura Thorn, this is Le Poupée Monte Le Son, Luxembourg's entry for 2025. Let's hit play! Oh, this is like a direct clipping of Thorn's goal. Interesting outfit. This is already feeling very like girly, fun and feminine. My immediate thought is this is giving me like Rockefeller Street vibes. She sounds a little bit out of breath already. The song's only just started, girlie. I think she looks really nervous, but I'm quite liking the vibe of this song. It's very fun and feel good. I feel like this definitely gives me more identity than last year's song did. There's an interesting performance in this song where she seems a bit nervous with it, and I'm not really sure what vibe it's going for, with like the men looking very sort of sexy, but she's giving baby doll. I'm gonna need to hear tighter vocals, more bold vocals at Eurovision. Ooh, we're switching it up. Oh! She's a woman. I'm glad this has happened. I think the song needed it. Just an extra dimension. Oh. I was about to say, nailed it, and then I was like, oh. Has she? Oh. I'm unsure about this final chorus. Oh, and it's over. Interesting. Well, that certainly made more of an impact on me than last year's entry did the first time I heard that. I remember thinking like, oh, this is decent about that song, but this, I'm like, okay, I have opinions for sure. Some good, some bad. I'm gonna start with the positives. I think that the song has a really fun energy to it. It approaches pop from a different way. It's not trying to be like super sexy or really super modern, but it's got like a real youthfulness to it, which really plays into how Laura Thorn looks. I don't feel like they're trying to overly mature things, overly complicate things. So the whole thing just feels, it does feel votable actually, to be honest. I think it will stick in your brain, and I don't see that a lot of people will be approaching pop from such a cutesy way. This kind of is giving Junior Eurovision, but these days I've been saying the Junior Eurovision songs are getting better and better, and some of them are actually better than the songs that those same countries send to Eurovision in the main bit. So no criticism of that. The fact that this feels a bit young and youthful and junior to me is not a criticism. I think I actually really like that. I definitely feel like this has identity to it, and I really respect that Luxembourg have gone in that direction, and I like that it plays reference to a song of their own. I think that's really cool as well. They've only been back for 2 years, but it's kind of celebrating their history. I really like that about it as well. The problems I have with it are that at the moment this feels a little bit unpolished to me. I have looked up the lyric translation and it does help to pair things together. The whole song translates it essentially being like, oh, you see me as being like a doll, but I'm actually not the kind of person you think I am. But for me, that takes me to the negatives, that I thought that the performance was confused, because if the whole song is about not being a doll, why are we trying to really like make this girl look super cutesy but pair her up with a load of gays in mesh tops? I thought that was a little bit confusing, especially like I said it gave me Rockefeller Street at the start, and I felt like that song played into the cutesy vibe, but this felt a bit mixed and all over the place. I did like when she stripped off, and I liked the reveal and I liked the storytelling, but all in all I just thought that the staging felt a bit not developed, not really thought through. It was like, well, we've got these dancers and we've got this idea that we want you to turn from cute to sexy, but that's all we've got. So we've got, we'll just try our best. And the whole thing just didn't feel very thought through. I also thought that Laura didn't look super confident in it. I could hear the trepidation in her voice. And I know she's young and this would obviously be very terrifying, but I didn't think she looked super comfortable with the whole performance style. I thought it was affecting her vocals and she was going in and out of being a little bit flat for a lot of that. All of these things can be worked on though, and when I discuss negatives on this channel, I never want them to be damning. If anything, I would almost like them to come across like constructive. I do think it will grow on me, and I do think it's got its audience. I think that, you know, there is still a big part of Eurovision that kids like to watch, and I think this will be a kid's favourite. I think she comes across really well, and the whole package actually does have a really like fun, joyful, happy energy about it, and that is what a lot of people come to Eurovision for. They like the positivity, they like that things come across with like ambition. Do I see this making the final? Obviously I don't know the makeup of it all yet, but I think it will stand out. I know a lot of people didn't expect Luanda C by Zoe to make it in 2016, and that was a bit of a shock back in the day. I love that song then and I love that song now. Leonora, Love Is Forever, another song that a lot of people wrote off and said felt kiddie and Junior Eurovision-esque, also made the final. I think this could do the same. I think this will have plenty of haters and plenty of people will be like, this just sounds too kiddie. And sometimes you've just got to lighten up and have fun. So if Laura can have fun and get her vocals together, we'll all be having fun, okay? And those are my opinions, but you've got to let me know how you feel. Do you think this is a great Luxembourg entry, or is this one going straight into your no pile? I want to know down in the comments below, because I love nothing more than having a little discussion with you in the comments section. But for now, it's been a cute little video. Thank you for watching. Good luck to you all in Luxembourg, hoping this all comes together for me. Love you all, and good night.